That's Moostoos-Lafferty. Tiana Moostoos-Lafferty Ninaskoman igwa.
Layla Ninaskoman.
And we're back at our happy place, and we're so excited because it's so beautiful out.
Like, I can't, like, it's just so sweaty. I'm sweating.
And we are so happy to be back. It's a beautiful day. As Layla said, it's extremely hot, and I'm not going to complain because I love it. And remember that last month was amiskwaciy. Do you remember what amiskwaciy was?
Goose moon.
Goose moon. And did you spot any geese? You probably saw a lot. What have you observed about the geese this moon? And just a review of some of your challenges from amiskwaciy was try to learn more about the geese. So what did you learn? Did you measure how tall you were and see if that was longer or shorter than a geese's wingspan? Remember, some animals are also changing their coats. They're changing color.
Did you find out which animal they were?
Did you see any butterflies, or did you draw pictures of butterflies like we had said? Layla and I just saw one. Do you remember what color it was?
It was purple and it was right there.
Yeah, it was a nice, beautiful, pretty little purple butterfly.
But it was like this tiny.
It was small.
So tiny.
What I notice about our special place is that it's not so muddy now, but Mother Earth is a little confused, and there was some snow not too long ago. So it was pretty muddy here, but what's it look like now, Layla?
It looks like not that muddy anymore. It's dry on the path and it's really sunny out too.
Yeah. Do you remember the Cree word for spring? Ninaskoman? Well, it is definitely spring, Ninaskoman. And we're starting to see little buds emerge on trees everywhere.
We'll show you some pictures.
In Layla and I's happy place right now, there's a lot of beautiful willows growing. The buds on the, they're called catkins. The little buds on the willows are emerging. And do you know what they're called?
No.
They're called pussy willows. That's what everyone calls them. The Cree word is ayîkipîsim-April. Ayîkipîsim-April.
Amiskwaciy.
Ayîkipîsim-April. Yeah.
That reminds me of outer space when you said that.
We have some here. We didn't pick these here. We actually got these from up north when we were there the other weekend. And do you remember what we offered before we took it?
Some tobacco.
Yes, we didn't just rip them off. It was a very special process we did for obtaining this. So we said a little prayer and we offered tobacco. So make sure that you don't yank these off of trees because they're very, very special.
Because it wouldn't really be nice if you just yanked them off.
Right. Guess what, friends? Guess what?
Guess what?
Tell them.
It's a new moon.
Let's see if you can guess what this moon is called. This moon's name is ayîkipîsim. Can you say that?
Ayîkipîsim.
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 And you know what that means? Well, we know now. It means frog moon. And I want you to pause the video maybe with your parents or your teachers, and I want you to guess why you think it's called frog moon. It's called frog moon because all of the frogs are what?
Waking up.
They're waking up now, and it's time to lay eggs, and so they're making their mating calls, and they're saying, "Be my boyfriend, be my boyfriend."
Let's tell them the story about the frog.
Good idea. A long time ago, when the world was young, wâskahikan, the trickster, met with all the animals to decide how many moons winter would be. Moostoos, the moose, answered, "There should be as many moons of winter as hairs on my body." Amisk, the beaver, said, "There should be as many winter moons as scales on my tail." Then
"Ayîkipîsim," the little frog said, "there should be only as many moons of snow as toes on my foot." Wâskahikan decided that this was right, and so it is that winter that lasted only 5 moons. And when winter ends, the small frogs sing their victory song.
Frogs are really unique and they have a very special role to play, and they're very sensitive to pollution, and so scientists study them to find out how healthy an ecosystem is.
Frogs live on the land.
But they also live in the water, and so it's like they have two identities and they have the ability to walk in two worlds, and I think that makes them pretty unique animals, or amphibians. Can you say that?
Amphibians.
Amphibian.
Did you know that frogs lived at the same time as the dinosaurs?
Yeah, frogs were here at the same time as dinosaurs. They're old.
Also, frogs have night vision.
Yeah, and their bulging eyes on their head, they're able to see forward, sideways, and behind them. But guess what? They could turn their eyes inside toward their mouth to help them chew food and push it down. Isn't that weird? And did you know a frog could jump 20 times its body length? That would be super far. I wonder how far that would be.
Let's show them an example.
Yeah, let's show them an example of how far it would be if you could jump 20 times your body length.
Yeah, that would be really weird.
We wanted to let you listen to the sound of some local frogs. What I learned about ayîkipîsim from some of my friends is there's so much excitement happening. This is a time of new beginnings, so you're going to see lots of babies coming up, and one of them is beaver babies. You know what their babies are called?
Pups.
Yeah, beaver pups.
The river's starting to melt.
Yeah, it's starting to flow more, a little bit more water movement, so we'll show you a picture of what's happening down there. And I heard that buffalo berries are starting to bloom around this time, so we're gonna go check that out today and see what's happening. Another cool thing about ayîkipîsim is that the geese eggs are starting to hatch, as well as magpie eggs are starting to hatch. And so many birds are starting to return from migration. Do you remember what migration is?
It means that you're going somewhere else, somewhere warmer when it's winter.
Yeah, so they're all coming back. So look to Kisik, look to the sky, and notice, what birds you might see returning.
Sunny.
It is sunny, yeah.
When I look at
In the past, First Nation groups wouldn't tend to move around or move camps around this time. It was a time of rest, and it's a really good time to relax and just stop before the busyness of summer, when there's lots of ceremony and lots of harvesting happening. Here is your ayîkipîsim challenges. The first one is find out more about the
frogman.
Yeah, frogs. What do frogs have to teach us, and what can we learn from the behavior of frogs? Try to learn more about the life cycles of some of the new animals that are starting to emerge right now. So find out what the life cycle is like of a butterfly, or a magpie, or the frog, or maybe a snake, because I heard snakes are starting to wake up and come out as well.
That's really cool, because those are all the things I love about animals.
Oh, that's nice. And your last challenge is to find a quiet spot. Maybe it's your happy place. Some teachers call it sit spots, but you're gonna find a space, you're gonna sit there by yourself, and you're gonna close your eyes, miskisik, and you're gonna listen, nitota, and you're going to listen to the sounds you hear. And I want you to think about, what are the sounds that I'm starting to hear in spring? And what part of those sounds excite you? What makes you so happy about those sounds? So start maybe having those conversations. And we are so honored that you joined us today, Mio Gisaga. We are going to finish today. We're going to go for a nice long walk and take some pictures for you. So I hope you are enjoying Moostoos-Lafferty, spring. And hi, Ninaskoman. Do you want to say anything?
Thank you for watching our videos, and hi. I hope you watch some more of our videos.
We'll see you next moon. Exe.
Exe.